How are we living, boys? Roar, the rank 1 Korean BRIAR, actually playing a new build that has everyone talking. So when you look at his stats, he's playing in 500 LP Korean Master, which is insane. That server always is skirmishing. They're always fighting, random fights, so his builds are probably made to do that. Now when you look at it, he's going blue jungle item, which is all about running around the map really fast, skirmish base. Eclipse Black Cleaver, which is an awesome skirmish build that we've covered before, but we've never covered it with lethal tempo. So that's the difference of this video, is that he's going this, but wait, a cracked secondary of approach velocity. And if you don't know what this does, it gives you movement speed towards people that have movement impairments on them, so like slows and so on. And it gives you 15% movement speed towards them if you did that. Now I assume that's for red buff. So where if he hits someone with red buff, 15% MS running at that person. Crazy. And again, he's going Eclipse by Cleaver, Titanic third, Death Stance after that, and then Maul if he needs magic resist, all damage, all gas, and let's see what we can do. Not gonna lie, while recording all of my intros, I realized that during my self-ward, I forgot to buy jungle items. So now we have to pull off this build while being super behind. So ain't nothing to it. We're against Graves. Graves can be a tough matchup, just by the way that he plays the matchup, trying to run away and or push for damage when my E is down, and he gets inherent armor from his E. So it can be super tough. But also, this kind of falls in line with what you guys have been asking for, the, hey, can you make a video about being in a deficit? Well, right now we're in a huge deficit. The first couple of seconds of your jungle clear are some of the most important, actually. Because just, like, every second is worth so much more than just, like, you know, oh, I was 3 seconds late. Well, that's 3 seconds you were late to hitting, right? 3 seconds of your jungle pet not doing damage, 3 seconds of their first cooldown ticking, so it ends up being a lot more than 3 seconds, so it works out. Not too mad about it. But yeah, this build, I mean, let me tell you, man, any Korean build will always be down to skirmish. So that's what I'm going to be looking for this game. Now, if you noticed, I self-warded his Raptors. So now that we know he's either on bot side, or no, he didn't start my bot side. So that's good. We have a good teamwork. So he started his bot side, he's clearing up. So if I'm on Raptors, he's probably hitting Raptors. So that's good to know because we can make more informed decisions going forward about what he's doing and where he's at. So I'm going to ping where he's at. I think he's around there. If you've noticed, I'm still a little bit sick, so sorry if I'm not yapping too hard, but we're here to showcase the build, so we're going to see what's working with it. Because it is a little bit of a build mix going Eclipse plus lethal tempo. This is generally the fastest clear. I mean, although, right, it's 3:20 now because I started late. This is easily replicable. Don't be surprised if you clear way faster than this. Because, again, I lost a bit of time like that. Nice, we're looking good. I'm going to sweep this ward, see what's going on with it. Auto Q auto, kill the ward, because your Q does damage wards. Now, if Rel walks to me, we can look. Alright, they're kind of splitting. I'm happy to just hit this. We know Graves is here, since I warded that. Check your mid gank out. So again, you know Graves is there, so we're going to ping him off. We can start stepping up now. Good engage, I like that. I can flash for some damage because my Swain has E coming up. Ooh, get in the wall. No, it's not in the wall. Die to bleed, at least something. We're going to wrap around. We want to play for that dive here. I got 4 minions that way. Oh my god. We're probably on ward, seeing how they're playing. Buffer your W2 immediately because you need to kill her before Rel gets too close to you. You flash from nothing. You have red buff and bleed. You have to wait. You have to wait. Auto W2. If they can live, this is really good. Nice. Alright, that's actually huge. That was actually good. That is something you probably see in your games a lot, where the game goes instantaneous slugfest off the jump. Nice. Now what Graves did, Graves actually full cleared. He got a crab for 28, and then he walked all the way down knowing that I was going to die, probably because their bot lane warded here. So now he's going to recall, and he's probably going to path bot to top again. Now what we're going to do, we're going to run straight at our Grump again. Wherever you start, that's the order that you want to do your camp. So deciding which lane you're playing for would be your strong sides, right? Strong side meaning where you're going to have most of your players all the time. That's like a heavily used concept in most League vocabulary. Strong side and weak side, right? So like set would be my weak side currently in this game, because I'm always going to be pathing towards bot lane, so I'll be spending more time away from that. Now, Graves actually Took the chance to try and get a positional advantage instead of recalling. Huge mistake number 1 right there. You never do that. It is more consistent that you hit your W's over the wall. It's more consistent to take a good recall than it is to, you know, play for like some random one-off kill or whatever. He's not on dragon. So after that, we see their support roaming. Now, hitting the vision plant to see Kaisa take that recall is actually very important, because that means that if we get bot prio, I can hit this dragon. Why is that? Because she would have to catch this wave that they're pushing. Right here in a few seconds time, that wave's going to be in their turret. She's going to have to clear those minions, and then she can play, so I'm actually just going to hit this now. I said almost killed. It's close. We're hitting this. We would like a little bit of damage help with this. BRIAR's first dragon's whatever worse, but after one item you start one-shotting it. I do get level 6 off of this dragon, so I'm going to be looking to ult after I complete this. I'm going to smite at about 800 if I'm W2ing. Right now it's so low that I'm probably actually just going to look to smite, level up my R, shoot my R, hit my R. Nice, huge. Now they know I'm here. We just saw Graves. He got the Void Grub, so we're going to start looking. My blue buff's up, so that means his blue buff is up. Because again, if he started bot side, right, then everything's mirrored. So my blue buff's up, his blue buff's up. My Grump's up, his Grump's up. And assumably, he's probably seeing me on that ward that I pinged down here and then making a decision to go for my blue. So I'm going to ping that for my team. Now the real question is, we play a game of chicken here where it's like, who's more willing to recall or not? Oh wait. Auto W2, huge. Buffer E, send him out of the turret. I'm under turret, I'm going to take 2 shots, this hurts. He is in fact losing the game of chicken because I don't think he got both camps. Rel can't stop me here, so I'm just going to keep doing this. Luckily my Rakan's locked in, you see that play? That was really smart. Now I see him wasting more time top lane, so I'm actually going to go for the 3rd camp. So I'm definitely getting an advantage here. Oh, huge kill. Great job. And who knows if my pings are actually helping the set actively track this guy, but at worst we're doing what we can do, and that's all that matters. Good try. Alright, we got our clips. Now let's make way for the Black Cleaver here. I get this question often, hey, why are you going Black Cleaver? They don't have a tank. You know, if this was an enchanter or something, Black Cleaver is just that good of a BRIAR item. You'd go it just for yourself. If it gives you tons of armor pen, the stats that BRIAR loves. This is probably dead, right? Oh no. Yeah, we won that game of chicken. Excuse me. And that's how you get those advantages that add up to a big jungle gap. Now we get our boots at 9 minutes. That's right now. That's really good. And we're just going to continue to play for... Continue to play for our bot lane. Now the idea is you want to play for grubs when you have winning split push, and you want to play for team fights when you have the better team fighting comp. So because I have Swain and Rakan, an insane team fighting duo, I'm playing for bot side, right? You could play for top side to kill KO a million times with grubs and then set takes over the game. But Swain's in a pretty nasty spot against their team because they're all really short range. That I actually like playing for him a little bit more. See Graves on vision there. And that's a good little ward, whoever did those. Good job. I think it's my support, right? Ping where you shot it to, auto one more time to get the 2-step going. Swain's doing the thing. He's gonna flash for me. I'm gonna buffer E immediately into the wall. Huge. Nice, huge. Whoever placed that ward, that's really good. Sweet. Now one thing that you can do with the cooldown of grubs, or the respawn timer of grubs, being, so like don't go grump here, and I'm going to explain why, because you want to be strong for these grubs here. Because of the respawn timer, you basically have a minute if you both do it at the same time to try and steal theirs. So you can go dragon, and grubs at the same time. I get dragon. I can play for your grubs and my dragon of the respawning timer. Only if the game state is good enough. So game state referring to how much stronger. If I can 1v1 this guy, I'm going to do it every time. Our Rakan's also looking on these grubs. This is just a good recall from him. Seems like they don't need me, so I'm actually going to try and not even show. Great job. Grub spawned in 3. We're just going to start hitting these. Now, you want to deny Graves getting the 4th, because that would give them a Void Might when they hit our turret. So don't let him get too close to smite. We're going to fly over the wall if the time comes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Perfect. It seems like he didn't know I was in the pit doing them the whole time. Vision diff, I guess. Now, Aurora is destroying our mid laner, but he's not, like, it's like fake destruction, because, like, yeah, my Garen's down CS and, like, can't roam, but that's just part of the matchup. Some matchups just have implications of them, and range versus melee early game, that's just the implication. That you're going to go down a bit of farm, they're going to have prio, but then once you hit side lane as Garen with phase rush and all of these other tools to, you know, get your get back, that's just how it works. A lot of people tend to, like, not understand the concept that people just get to beat you sometimes based off the champion. But you will have your own chance to get your get back in most matchups. You just have to, I mean, you have to wait your turn. You can't have a turn all the time. Now again, we're doing the same thing. We're going to be playing for this dragon. Prioritize your farm first, because while you're doing that dragon, right, you're having these camps have the respawn timer ticking. So it's going to get you more resource overall. Both blue buffs spawn at the same time, confirming that he did take my blue buff when I took his. You can kind of check yourself on what you know. Nice. We're just going to keep looking at our minimap here. That's what we're going to do. So try and stare at the minimap and try and judge what's happening. That's what we're doing. I'm going to try and maybe save this W. We don't really want to dive that hard as Aurora. Like, hard diving a turret into an Aurora can be very scary. Try and not do that. They probably know that we're heading this way. We can look for Graves here. Oh, their bot lane's hard playing for this. Try to have the AoE do it. Buffer E into their full combo. That way you can reset your cooldowns. If we hard win this situation, I can flash and go Graves here. Oh, I missed. I didn't cancel my auto. Now you just gotta Prage a little bit. Ah, man, I trolled. I flashed W auto queued, but I messed up the W before the W2. Nice, bring it home. Good hit. Zap. Alright, that one's on me, my bad. To be fair, I had a ton of gold there, so I just messed up. That was just mechanical. I didn't get the perfect auto attack reset. And my team was a little bit later than I expected them, so I should have communicated better. Whenever your team isn't where you want them to be, it's like kind of half on you. Were you communicating, right? Did you have any pings available? Then it's on you. Now I do want to play for this Rift Herald, but I see that my top laner just reset, so I'm actually going to take these 3 topside camps. Just give him more time to get back on the map. I do have smite advantage going into this next play, so Braves cannot outsmite me here if the conditions are met. Let Jungle Pet and Bleed do the damage on that. Every second adds up. It's not just in your first clear that they matter, so definitely try and blur some lines here. Get good vision. They're going for Aurora. She's really strong, so be careful. I'm playing for this. Now this ward right there, whoever just blue trinketed that, that's a winning play, because you'd see if Graves tried to push for my bot side to trade, before we now know that he's here, but if he were to, that would change how we move our players. 1200 smite, so I can do a 1500 smite W2, or a 2200 back eye hit. Just depends. Nice. Good. They're fighting. Don't want to ult here because I would just make them leave. I want to let them get close enough and let them think that they can play this. Lethal tempo diff there. That was actually a ton of autos. I don't think she's going to slide in. I don't think Kai'Sa's got it like that. These minions are walking to us, so we know that that's warded. Being that. If the minions walked by us, then it wouldn't have been warded. Get this wave push for your top laner so that he doesn't have to come back to a lane that's like pushing away from him. Maybe he gets like 3 minions. We're also going to play for this next dragon for sure. Now, he goes tabbies every game into Death Stance or Titanic. I'm liking Titanic for the auto reset. You know me, man, Mr. Titanic. Plus, I just like it with Lethal Tempo because it gets you another auto going, which is good. We haven't gotten the maximum benefit of Lethal Tempo yet, but with this build, you always have the option to fully stack it on WQ combo on someone else and then ult another target with your damage already buffed, and that's like a huge buff. I can put it there. Ult just simply saves my Garen even if he wasn't already gone. Doesn't cost me much because my ult cooldown's 74 seconds right now. This build is all ability haste. Nice. I can make it over here, try and help him. Again, you want to pick your spots on like where you think they want to go, right? Oh, this is a bad fight. Sheesh. Might be playable. Didn't like that ult too much. Maybe we can go here. We don't really need to cook here. You could just recall and let it be. But I feel like there might be a cook here. Just might grab from him. Save your W2. Nice. You could ult for, or rip for mid-tier 1. That would be good pressure going into this dragon, but it's not necessary. It's just an option. If we can see more players, we know that it's fine. We know that they have... Alright, so bot, top, mid. We know they only have 2 here, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to start my frenzy, clear the wave, and then slide through with the rift. That way your minion gets focused first, not this little thing. Nice, we drive this in. Okay, they're going to. Make sure your boy gets out safe. Nice. Auto Q auto ping. Nice, good. I'm going to use auto Q auto E here, and then W. Try and get as much health before this dragon comes out. Ping someone to defend mid. Most farm in the game, by the way, jungle's OP. This game's pretty fast paced. A lot going on. Your main job is to make sure you facilitate neutral objectives. Everything else is kind of game dependent, so. Sometimes facilitating is even deciding when to and when not to fight. It's just kind of like one of the more important things that people forget. That's not too bad. We're going to just clear up a little bit until Baron comes up. We have Dragon Soul as our winner.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Deca, thanks for the follow, my friend. So I'm just going to clear, just get the camps ticking in the meantime. Because Baron being up means that I can go look side lane, try and get a pick, and then we can look Baron afterwards. So I don't want to be farming when that's a possible play. I want to farm before that if I have the chance, which is right now. It'd be smart to grab a pink ward, but I think I'm going to take Tiamat plus double Ruby Crystal, reset, go get my blue, and then I have all my money spent. Always keep Tiamat on the same key every time. That way you can build up some muscle memory. Good damage blocked on Eclipse, actually. Set's doing the set thing. Looks like you might get 2. We can just go here. We get mid tier 2 and then go here. I want to use their death timer to our advantage here, so let's go. So I'm actually going to skip the camp that I really want. Sweep just to make sure they don't have vision of it. Finally, it's fighting 2v2. It is what it is. Can't change it. Sometimes they're not going to hit the Baron when they should. It's okay. Hopefully you and Garen can just do it. Let's try and drop Baron's gaze while I have active cooldowns like this. Let him pick it up. And then when I have no cooldowns, maybe try and swap to grab again. Longest Baron ever. Graves is now alive, so we could play to 50-50. Let's just try and keep our eyes here. We do have support wards. He could check that. Us. That's okay. I think we're fine. Nice. Already warded it. 1200 smite auto. Nice. So he's on 1 item, and I'm up 3 levels, going to 3 items. So as long as we both are at the same fight, it should always be good for us. Lethal Tempo just has a good way of just like finding its way into my heart, bro. It just feels so fluid when you play this rune page. I feel like a lot of people agree with that. I can just find her in side lane. Alright, she's gone. We see the minion waves passing tier 1, so I'm actually going to run down to dodge the minions that are coming. Just in case they don't know where I'm at. It's like, see, that's a minute difference in how I'm going to find a play and someone else might not. Because again, you want to have the element of surprise every time that you can. She looks like she was coming to steal these Krugs, so she did not know I was there before Garen comes and takes him. Graves is just here, so obviously his red buff will be down. Just trying to slide through, find an angle. They have a lot of people off map, so we're going to take this fight really slow. She actually ulted, that's good. I don't like the Garen flash. That's okay. Their team's looking for us really hard. Oh my god, Rel players be like, those aren't the nerfs, boys. It's a good bait, I like this. Nice. I can tank this, I think. I don't know. I want to slide over a wall real quick, maybe find this guy. So, like that. Aurora's coming up here. They're going to try and look for me. Look at that. Right, they're going to focus the person that's lowest health. Guess what? That was me. It's easier to kill a BRIAR with 1k health than 3k health Garen with phase rush. Wait for this dragon here. Let's grab the death stance that he would grab. Right here it's actually pretty good. Instead of longsword, you can go cloth armor. A little bit of this. Now, do keep in mind that this player likes to go maul a lot. He's not as much of a Spear of Visage enjoyer. He just likes the extra damage. Makes sense. So, if these guys got a little bit more fed, I would go that. The thing about Death Stance is, yeah, it is an armor item, but it reduces damage that you take from all sources. So, like, the burst from Aurora won't be as much initially, and if we get a kill, then it would reset that amount. So the idea is that I'm going Death Stance for that reason, not because of any armor thing, because Graves is not too far ahead. It's DC. This build actually cranks damage at the start of a fight. That's not usually BRIAR builds. Why do I feel so slow? Oh, I like it. I thought Rel would die and then I could ult this Graves, but it didn't happen that way. This matters more, so I'm just gonna go there. Oh my Garen. Phase rush Garen be like, I can make a mistake and it doesn't matter. Love that for me. It's on my team this time, so I don't care. Where's my health bar? 17, 14, 5. Where's word there? On Ocean map, you always ward right here because it still gets the whole pit while also being hidden from their vision, so they wouldn't know that we have this fully pinked unless I had a ward. It's a good little way to hide that you have vision. You know, I've ult for a little bit. Dude, the cooldown reduction on this build is crazy. 2 ability haste items on BRIAR always feels good, but man, it's kind of tough to find that build every time. You should be grabbing bot wave probably, but I'm going to walk to the fight just in case. Oh, I was about to slide through. Him hopping to me gives away that I'm there, but he needed to live, so it's good. Pulling top pressure, that's good. I like this inhib push. I don't think they'll hard engage, and they just flat out do. Luckily, that was a terrible engage. You can look for an E away. Garen's still looking. I like that part. We probably want to look next Baron and then end the game. Don't want to start trolling too much right now. Just keep looking for that mid turret, let the minions do the work for you. And slide through. This is how you start winning games more, is bleed out the jungler. Your team can die, but if you can bleed out their jungler, it's fine, right? He's going... Oh my god. Oh my god, I saved him. Hit Graves. Nice. Stacked up lethal tempo, by the way. Lethal tempo value. Oh, lethal tempo value. In the wall. You're in the wall. Lethal tempo value. Ow! We need to scare them away or something. No. That's where the maul might have been better. But to be honest, I had 375. I couldn't have had no magic there, so I'm not too mad. So here's one thing that you can do. You can go Hex Drinker here, and then turn this into Steel Sigil. And now your Death Dance is a little slower, but you've answered both AD and AP. Super sweet thing you can do in the shop. Again, this is how he builds. Again, I'm a very big Spear Visage enjoyer. Like, I will often go Spear Visage third if they have double AP like this. If this goes badly, I think we just go Baron. Yeah. Again, their team, if you waste too much time, they'll end the game on you. So, before this KO goes 3 items and this Aurora goes 3 items, let's just get the Baron, let the minions do the work, make it work. And again, your job as jungle is to facilitate these players, man. It's your job whether or not you like it. It's up to you to make it work. It's truly just up to you. Do you want to, you know, win more games because you decide to facilitate? That's up to you. We got blue buff. I'm already level 16. I'm not too worried about it. All right, let's go. Trying to scout out where Graves is. We haven't found him just yet. Right, there he is. Like that E, by the way? Anyone saw that E? Stack up. Look for lethal tempo value. We already stacked up on Rel. Hit that. Find me my next person before my lethal tempo falls off. My lethal tempo is still at 5. Ow! Just kidding. Guys, I can't stop. Woo! WD. Nice. That was sweet. Let's look at the runes really quick. The runes are pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Lethal tempo definitely scales so much better into late game, but it is what it is. Nice. My client's dying. Huge. Alright, let's check out these runes. Oh yeah. Where's it at? Oh. I was looking for a rune step. 790 isn't as much as PTA, but again, it's hard to quantify the attack speed. Triumph good, Alacrity good. Approach velocity 81 seconds haste. That's actually pretty sweet. Nice. This was fun.